Hello. Welcome. It's episode 278 of VarangianLP, and it's week 2 of our Daggerheart game. Yay.
Yeah.
And we have a Craigness this time.
I'm here.
A new man. It's a whole
A new man touches the beacon.
A new man, indeed.
A new man with art that...
let's think about what we did last week, or last time.
We met in Goldcrest.
Mm-hmm.
We had Fungus Man and Goblin Man looking to prevent some cult shenanigans happening somewhere in the Kaido Forest, where there's a big old circle on the map. Could be anywhere in there.
Yes.
Meanwhile,
circle that's many miles wide.
Many mile wide circle. Something bad's gonna happen in that many mile wide circle. Roz would like to stop it, and Scrag is Scrag. Scrag wants to be the best. Scrag wants to be the best at stopping bad things from happening.
The very best, like no one ever was.
Mm.
Yeah.
We also had Aura and Elliot, who are either from or have been recently living in the Great Tree in the big Kaido Forest. And they came to Goldcrest because it's their job to wrangle pilgrims for a sort of cultural, religious, some kind of a pilgrimage thing that happens on a regular basis. And then we have not Rahul, Jacob, the half primate fellow,
Oh, that's right. My name is still.
who's a pirate from the coast who's made his way inland in search of some manner of treasure, and has also helped us establish the one great racial slur in this setting is apparently the word monkey. So I should probably not say that again. But we all met up at, I think, was it Alatar's Tower, the Adventuring Guild, something like that. There was a
It was the
redhead,
Adventuring
the
Guild.
Adventuring Guild, magical redhead receptionist, sort of Miriam provided the context for us all to chat with each other, and then we immediately went to go do a pit fight because that's what Daggerheart, that's what TTRPGs are all about. Trying to figure out how combat works. And we fought a fire elemental and some kind of weird magic box. And I came closer to dying than I wanted to.
That's pretty comprehensive.
Yeah. But somewhere in the distance, a man with a backpack.
With a big backpack.
Yeah.
So let's fast forward to.
Oh.
Probably. Go ahead.
Is this the beginning of the session?
Yes.
Luckbringer check. How many people with Luckbringer do we have?
I
will allow Aaron's Luckbringer to also help you guys because you guys are going to be together very shortly.
So 2 from the
I
ward.
believe the fact that we're all here now means we max out, right?
I believe so, because there's...
I have one.
I didn't take Luckbringer.
Yeah, but at least 4 of us did.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Now, Kregness will be maxed out because this is him. You enter the campaign with 2, but from here on out, it's persistent. So whatever you had left from last session is what you start with, but then you add. So we can go down to a single hope, and if everybody shows up, we go to max hope.
Okay.
So everybody go to max. Everybody add 5 hope to the maximum of 6.
We already found the meta game, but it's also flavorful for RP reasons.
Hell
Hell
we'll
yeah.
We'll see if that ever comes up.
Well, I don't think it's ever going to come up.
No.
It doesn't have to, but
Okay.
we all know.
Sure, we all know. Some of our characters even know. One of them. The rest of you don't.
Some of them know.
Someone knows.
All of us?
Oh.
Who?
Jacob knows secrets, judging by that wink.
Let's see.
Or Miles is double bluffing. Anyway.
Miles, lie? I'd never believe it.
Never.
I'm the most trustworthy person
He
here.
never tricks us
Choir
in tabletop games.
Sorry, choir boy is gonna.
So,
With this singing voice?
we are going to start with the last evening before you guys are set to go out. As you guys are spending your last night to prepare and relax before this journey, what is it that each of you is up to? And Aaron will get to in a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Roz saw Miriam do some kind of magic, put a notice on a board thing.
Mm-hmm.
So Roz will very bashfully ask if she's also does like missing persons things. Like if I was trying to find someone, would you put like a note on board, or is that not how that works?
Not something that comes up often, but typically if people are putting a notice up on the board, there's some kind of reward. So we've had a few times when people have had someone go missing that they'll post a reward for any information that leads to finding the individual.
I have 2 handfuls of gold and a minor stamina potion. Is that enough to find someone?
But potentially, it depends on who's able to find it. Having a reward up means that someone is more likely to look into the issue for you. And there are a few individuals who come in and out of town that are particularly good at tracking, and if they have the right level of information, they should be able to find some information for you.
Can I?
Of course. What information is it that you have?
His name is Biopodia.
If you could spell that out for me.
D I O P
All right.
O D I A.
Okay.
It's a archaeologist. Years ago, working out east. I don't.
This is a long time missing person.
More than a decade, maybe 2.
And you said last seen out east. Where out east?
Past the Fire Lord. North of Halliamon.
Don't know much of that area, but that's understandable. Any defining traits that someone should be looking out for?
I've never met him, so I'm not
Eye
really
color,
sure.
heritage.
I don't know.
All right. Any other information that you might have?
That's all I have.
Well, I can definitely put this up for you. If anything comes through, if I could get, and she pulls out a kind of like, it would kind of look like an ink pad to us, or it would be an ink pad that has some kind of arcane slate on the front of it. And then underneath there's a spot for like papers to be slotted in. If you could please put some kind of identifying piece of yourself. A lot of people use fingers. Some people will use a nose for some reason. Something that would be identifiable as you magically on this section, and she points to the point where there's ink, and then press it here on the arcane symbol. That would give me a way to be able to make message slips that can reach you if someone comes through with information.
I don't know if I have fingerprints, but Roz will sort of put a fungusy finger on the ink and then just kind of spread some inky spores on the indicated section.
All right, and then she pulls out a paper and then pulls out like a file of X and like slides through, slots it in.
Do I leave the reward with you, or how does that work?
Why don't the information on this is a little bit thin on the ground, which is fine. However, I don't want to hold on to your reward for eons or ages. So if you would like, you can leave a portion of it and I'll be able to contact you for the rest that you can then bring in as soon as we have information for you.
I will hand over a handful of gold.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming up and speaking with me, Roz. If there's anything else I can ever do for you, please let me know.
Thank you. And Clee.
Yeah, the camera would pan up and see like the look on her face of like, kind of like when someone's like, that's like a little kid, that I really hope that like something good happens in their world to bring them happiness.
That's unlikely.
All right. So we've got that little scene. Is there anything anyone else is doing the evening before?
I suppose the evening before, I would be finalizing my contacts with the local thieves guild, if it's all possible.
Sure.
Well, specifically, I'm seeking a fence
Okay.
and an information broker.
I would love it if the fence was named D. Defense.
Defense, the fence.
I don't know if I'll go with defense, but definitely D. D can be the name of the D is a D is a ribbon.
Mm.
Charmed as always.
I'll say you with how with your experiences and with like where your presence is, I'll say over the time that you've been here, you have learned like what Dee's favorite drink is. What is it?
Funnily enough, whiskey on the rocks. He's a simple fellow.
I thought he always had some mighty fine wine.
He's trying to get away from that terrible stereotype.
Do they freeze like insects in the ice?
Only for special occasions.
Oh, okay.
Only for special occasions. You got to pay extra. Yeah, you can definitely make some more inroads with D, and you know, D's not always in town. D definitely goes back and forth between Goldcrest and the capital, and you know what? Yeah. D probably goes to Hunt's Port sometimes as well. So D, part of you being able to like make these connections is the fact that you know some of the people down in Hunt's Port. So being able to like throw a pseudonym here and there of people that you know has helped with this relationship. Is there anything that you tell D you would be interested in buying off of him if he's able to get his hands on it?
Poison.
Poison? Okay.
You do adore the poison.
Very, very, very fond of it.
Let me look really quick. Just because I don't know the items in Daggerheart as well. I'm just gonna try to pull up real quick so that I have an idea of like
Question.
what
Is
poison.
poison a thing?
I mean, yes, I remember because I've looked through the. I just have to re-find the section for it.
Oh, dang. Poison is a thing.
129. That's what I'm looking for. Excuse me.
I'm concerned that ogre musk is a consumable in this system.
What is?
Ogre musk.
Oh.
Well, you know, when Scrag is wanting to look at his best, he has to smell his best too.
Mm.
What's an ogre?
It's all over. It's all ogre, man.
But the crying.
How far down this list is poison?
There are also consumables with the word venom in them instead of poison. I don't know how helpful that is.
Ooh. Wow, they
They use
distinguish
both words.
Yeah.
They're so smart.
I
How
think
dare they?
where are you finding the list? here?
Just consumables. I've got the SRD as opposed to the fancy
Well,
book thing.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it's in loot.
I'm just not reading fast enough to find it.
yeah.
That's okay. Plus, I can't control F to be like, where is this word?
Yeah. It's page 59 of the SRD, which I know doesn't help you.
I'm on consumables page, which is page 132 for the actual book.
Okay.
I'm just having trouble finding what would be a poison specifically.
Item number 9 is Grindletooth Venom.
Number 9, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As a number 14.
Improved Grindletooth Venom.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Drip Fang Poison is number 42, but I don't recommend letting us have that anytime soon.
Yeah,
Let
probably
me
not.
roll. I'm gonna roll a couple times to see if he happens to have it on him.
Mm.
That is not a 9. That is also not a 9. That is not a. He does not happen to have it on him, but he tells you that he'll keep an eye out for it.
Good man. Good man. Oh, always trust your car to the man who wears a star. What's a car?
All right. D is the fence. What was the other?
An information broker.
Okay.
E.
Let's say R tag.
Ooh.
R tag is. R tag's probably like a half elf.
Mm.
Half-elves, halfling.
And what's the other half?
No, no.
It's not clear.
Yep.
And he's not telling.
Mm.
Not without some money passing hands.
Mm.
And stuff about him is more expensive.
Mm.
Go ahead and roll me a presence roll.
Presence.
Yeah.
Yes.
To see how you get on with RTAG, because RTAG is a lot less affable.
Mm.
Yeah.
So he deals primarily in secrets.
D was very happy for my business.
Mm-hmm.
RTAG.
RTAG keeps a particular clientele, and so he waits to make sure he knows who he's talking to.
Yeah, a scruffy piratical teenager who showed up with far too many blades is definitely low on his list.
Mhm.
But that is still a 19 with hope.
Okay. Go ahead and take your hope, except your article.
I'd say that hope is doing most of the work there.
You can tell he's kind of warming up to you. What would your base insight be? So I'm not gonna have you roll it again. Instinct's 0. But you are a pirate and you can be. So you have the you can roll if you want more information. But your initial read on RTAG is he has already gotten information about you somehow. And that is part of why he's more okay with trusting you.
Trust is a strong word.
Trusting you as much as he trusts.
I'm gonna say working with me because he doesn't trust anyone.
Yeah. Trust as much as he trusts any of his business partners who pay for information.
Trust you enough that
trust them
you
to
know his name and aren't dead.
You trust them to be
Or at least the name he goes by.
professionals, not actually trust them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the new kid in town,
Mm-hmm.
and I appear to be attempting to make maneuvers. Whether they're working is entirely a different story.
Every time that you have met or seen Artag, he always already has a drink. And no one buys a drink for him. They are not able to. His drink is on him at all times.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'd almost feel better if I could buy him a drink, but
Mhm.
two things. One, his drink is always full. Two, I can't afford that.
Yeah.
Still, Artag, if you happen to come across any decent jobs, ways to make a bit of money, and you think of me, maybe slide them my way.
For a commission, of course.
Well, that's how this game works, isn't it? You slide me a job, I take most of the risk and therefore most of the money. You take no risk and therefore still quite a bit of fucking money. Well,
so you're good for a con. You're good for knowing your ways about the water. You're good for talking the ear off a barmaid. Is there anything else I should know that you're good for? Or that you aren't good for?
War.
Funnily enough, I'm not the sneak thiefy kinds, but can handle myself in a scrap, and got a crew that the life of me can't figure out why, but they trust me enough to get into the fight too.
So,
Bit of scrapping's not outside the realms of possibility.
like Wetworks. Got it.
Well, wet works that I can talk them into. You know, if in you need, you know, Darren the baby strangler to do his thing, I'm not your man. Darren is, and you already know that.
I'm glad you understand your place. And then he just like turns back to his drink.
I will shimmy the fuck out of there because Artag creeps me out.
Scrag, we may need you to kill Darren at some point.
Who?
Yeah, look, you see, he's never actually strangled a baby. He just says he would.
Scrag,
we
need
don't
you to
want-
kill somebody.
What is it that
We-
you're doing with your last name?
I imagine Aura is spending time flying on the edge of the wood and like starting the very beginning of a map. I imagine they're now like scrambling about going to all the farmsteads that have been going over the last 2 days, making sure that everyone's ready and good to go. And most of the folks I'm talking to, at least most of the farmers and the like, are not even slightly surprised that I am coming this late. This is the cycle they expect.
So one of your stops, what's his name? Bart tells you, asks you, have you talked to any of the highfalutin people yet who said they're coming?
A few of them. I think Elliot talked to a few of those himself earlier. Yeah. Why?
Because it sounds like more than the normal this year.
A lot more of everybody this year, it seems.
It is an anniversary year, I suppose. And the winter was harsh. Everybody needs a good store to be able to survive next year. We're going to stay on the map at least. I know everybody thinks that having the Arcane Academy is going to save us from anything, but it can't make more food. Actually, I think new board is supposed to be who took over the Phantom Estate. I don't remember what he's calling it now.
Our will definitely realize that he should have been there like hours ago. But do his absolute best not to show it, which is to say, pretty plainly on his face of, oops.
So, he'll make sure they know when we're leaving tomorrow.
Yes, of course. Absolutely. I'm sure things have already been done.
See you in the morning.
I'm trying to think if there's anything. Yeah, he'll pull her along in and try and keep to his work.
Okay. You are reminded that
A lot of important people on there.
people are going to come, including the new Lord Ashmere.
Mm.
He took over the Phantom Estate after the parents were in an accident, and the son proved to be a little bit too malleable to outside forces. As players, if you remember a few years ago, that's the estate where there was the kid who played the violin, the elvish violin that then possessed him.
Yes. Totally didn't kill.
Not through a lack of trying, anyway.
All right, Elliot, what are you doing for the last evening?
So in the last evening, Elliot is going to be, so it's kind of where the town is, the closest, but also the tall, like the tree that's kind of the tallest, but still technically as close to the town as it needs to be. Like, it's as far as he can be from the actual like civilization as you can get, while still being within notification. Like, it's kind of, he's worked it out over the years where sort of the ideal spot is. And so he's up the tree at this time, kind of in this little sort of an area that he's kind of dug out a little bit, made a little bit more roomy and easier. And so he's there, and he's got the map open, and he's looking at the route that we're going to be taking, while also kind of taking into account the new information on the like occult activity zone. and kind of what his goal is not necessarily like to memorize the route fully, but to kind of familiarize himself a little bit more with just where the distance is from like certain markers of like where the sort of standard markers that sort of for our route of how far we are. From that point, what the like basic direction is. So if at a certain point we had to go off the road, he would know he would have a better sense of direction, or at least his goal is to try and sort of know at different points where the main sort of, even though the road will take you a different route, where the main through line is, to just make it a little bit easier to kind of on the fly get off the road and head in the right direction in a panic, as opposed to just kind of a random direction would be the goal.
Okay.
At the same sort of time, the ability, he's going to try and use nature's tongue.
Okay.
And sort of, so he's up in the tree, and I just imagine he's kind of like, he's sort of coaxed out, like little bugs have come out sort of as he's like been talking, and he's sort of been talking to them, kind of illustrating it. And then suddenly a bird of prey just kind of swoops in and just like eats the bug, and he doesn't even bat an eye, and he's like, oh, cool, you're here. So I'm actually going to go this route. And he kind of tries to get a little bit of information from sort of the animals on, based on what they feel, where sort of the hotter or more dangerous zones are. Just kind of get a better sort of basis of sort of where you should start paying more attention, or like where the more dangerous spots of the will be. That's his final prep.
That is great prep to be doing. I'm gonna have you make either.
So for the ability Nature's Tongue, you make an instinct roll. It's got 12 in parentheses. On a success, they'll give you information they know. On a roll with fear, their knowledge will be limited or come with cost.
Okay.
So if
I'm going to go ahead and have you make that instinct roll.
Okay.
I will tell you. The 12 will get you the basic information you're looking for, which I'm going to allow as advantage. So you get to roll a d6 on any roll having to do with navigation on this journey that you can use one time.
All right.
On a roll of on a roll of 17, so if you beat it by 5, I will let you have a as my brain stops. On a roll of 17, I'll let you have a reroll on one of those kinds of checks.
Okay.
Nice.
And I will let you either choose to roll one or both dice again. If you crit, I will figure something else out. I had it like
okay. So I crit on a double 12, so I got a 20.
Okay.
He's been sitting here this entire time, just like, oh god.
Well,
Well, it's like I rolled the first one. I went, okay, I got a 12, so my hope I'm good. I rolled another one. I'm like, oh well, my fear I'm good too. So yeah, 24. But is with instinct, that would be a 20. 25.
Okay. With that, because that is an incredible roll and also a crit.
I just give him both. Give him a reroll and advantage.
Yeah. I know there was something else that was in my brain to tell you that you could have, but it has gone away, and that's fine. So you can have advantage on a roll moving forward that has to do with navigating, and you can have a re-roll with something that has to do with navigating. If you want, you could use them both on the same roll. You can space them out.
Cool.
Nice.
Can you put that in the chat just so I can write it out completely?
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. I imagine, as he's kind of looking through the map and kind of, it's like, oh, it's all making sense. Sort of all the animals are kind of pointing out different kind of, oh, that place is really cool. Like, none of it's good information that's like very helpful. It's kind of like they're very into it, and going back and forth. And then, it's like telling, and then as the information gets more, eventually stuff is better. And then, an old squirrel kind of holds my hand and goes, on the 5th day, look to the west and I'll be there for you. It's
Really
very,
great tree to sleep in over here. You know that too now, right?
But yeah, it's a very good meeting with all these little animals that can't help too much, but we have a very productive feeling time.
You're basically doing a Disney princess.
Well, there's actual work and preparation to be done down there. I'm just having a great time with animals.
Valid.
You'd be less selfish than me, so.
I spend my evening, not committing crime.
Okay. I put it into the Roll20 chat because that's the one that I had open.
Cool. That's perfect. I'm just gonna write it.
Okay. I saw that Caleb had written what he thought he heard, which means that I can find out how clearly I was saying things.
I think it's about the same.
Yeah. That's good. That means that I communicate clearly and you listened and understood. This is good.
Communication.
Yay!
Woo!
Words.
All right. So we've had Elliot, we've had Aura, we've had. So I just need my goblin lad, Scrag. What are you doing the last night before you head out?
What would Scrag do? He'd probably be asking. He would like go up to the coolest looking adventurer-y looking person in the bar and ask if they have any cool stories. Especially like, did you kill anything really big before?
I'm gonna roll a luck check for me. Roll a die 100.
Okay.
We'll figure out what it is that you run into.
The 100.
It's a 26.
Okay. 26. The person you run into is like probably one of the fallen stars. So a ranger who does work in the kind of forest. But it's like a initiate to the fallen stars. We'll say his name is, as I open my notebook so that I can have a place to write things down.
Jeff.
Sure.
Sir Patrick.
He's a human. Him being a fallen star initiate means that he's used to dealing with creatures who are like non-human and are a little bit different. So he's not as like wary of, oh hey, there's a goblin. This is something new and different and strange. So he's a little bit more willing to talk with you. The most impressive thing he's done probably is he was with a group of people and they managed to get a group of dire wolves to like not attack them.
Ooh.
They didn't kill them, they just scared them off.
Whoa. You scared giant wolves? Those must be the scariest creature in the world.
They're like extra big dogs.
That means you're one of the scariest people in the world.
He likes that a lot, and by
Yeah.
That info.
I
Scrag has made a new friend.
Yay. Which is surprising because he can be annoying.
Scrag has temporarily made a new friend.
Yeah, we can go with that. And last but definitely not least, our new adventurer approaches the town.
Well, friendships are temporary, technically.
Assuming oblivion is what waits us, yes.
So
True.
we have the picture here that you chose out, Aaron. But is there anything else that you would like to describe about your character? What do we see as this man comes walking down the road towards the Arcane Academy?
First of all, I have done something to lose access to my own sheet.
I can. There's a link in.
I mean, that's I can open up the link, but I don't see any of the tabs at the bottom that show the different sheets.
Oh, that's odd. I don't.
All
know.
I see is this one sheet.
I don't know why that would happen. I'm going to try resharing.
Yeah.
See if that
If
magically
that, works,
fixes it.
if that doesn't work, a fast fix might be like opening to Cragnus's and screenshotting it and just sending that.
That is also a thing that could be done.
How is the new link looking, Aaron?
I can't tell that there has been a new link, really.
I think it just dropped.
Threw it into the Facebook group.
Ah, okay.
I'm also throwing in screenshots.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah, obviously I've done something settings-wise to make those tabs go away.
It's probably under, like, view or tools. You probably toggled off a bar, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
I can make a new doc that's just you.
I would do it.
Anyone with link, edit, copy. There, single tab Eunice in the Facebook chat.
Okay.
Because we're in our 30s and we use Facebook.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
Because we got locked into the worst platform at a formative time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see a partial, half Furbolg, half halfling. Got a bit, like, just a really oversized backpack on. And, you know, it clinks and clanks with all manner of bags and pouches and pots and pans and, you know, various other bits and bobs, not, you know, some of which you're not 100% sure of what their purpose really is. Certainly looks like somebody who spends a lot of their time just wandering.
Okay.
On the road again.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that you've been through Goldcrest before at some point.
Okay.
Whether that was recent past for you or long time past. Either way, you know the Arcane Academy in the tower, that they have a board for the Adventurers Guild, where you could find some work to get some coin and be able to keep yourself in supplies for your wandering. And you would as most everyone in town does, and most anyone who comes through town does, you would know Miriam,
Okay.
and that she's the person to go to. So you kind of come in to the front doors, and I'll let you take it from there. There's not many people in the room, but Miriam's at her desk because she somehow always is.
Mm-hmm. I guess I don't really know. I mean, somehow I'm supposed to get connected with the party in some way.
Figure it out.
Are you interested in the pilgrimage of sewing?
So, I guess I will just ask, about any interesting things that have been happening lately, or, things of note, or...
What's the haps?
Well, there's quite a large group going into the Kaido Forest to the Great Tree for the Pilgrimage of Sowing this year. I believe they're still looking for another guard for the caravan if you were looking for some work to help buy supplies. Otherwise, things tend to be pretty up in the air within the academy itself, and how we keep it together anyway.
I mean, it's either take a job or spin until I end up pointing in a direction, so why not? You got the information, I assume.
Yes, and she'll reach up and look. It looks as if she is pulling a tack out of a corkboard that's in thin air. And there's you can catch out of the corner of your eye a shimmer on the board as a paper then appears in front of her, and she passes it over to you. Do you need a place to stay for the evening, or do you have a spot picked out to camp already?
Oh yeah, I'm perfectly fine on that front.
Well, it's always nice seeing you, even if it is brief. And as always, if there's ever anything that you need some help with, we can make those connections.
All right. So then I will wander to wherever camping space is allowed.
Okay.
And then
Park.
you see him take a unroll a sleeping bag, a slightly oddly shaped sleeping bag, and a couple of ropes, and he throws some lines over a tree. He hauls his backpack into the air, and then hauls the sleeping bag into the air, and then climbs up and like caterpillar in a cocoon style, hanging from the tree.
Nice.
Will crash out. So.
All right, and the adventure that you're going on starts tomorrow, and you can rise with the sun, and that everyone is meeting up on the edge of town.
As I sneak through the park, I will make note of a tent and go, some weirdo sleeping over there. Perfectly good inn, 2 blocks down.
From higher up in the tree, Elliot just looks down. Looks over it like a possum, and we both just are like, just shrug, and then go back to sleep.
All right.
So, wait, you're saying I'm supposed to sleep on this thing with cloth?
That seems to be what they do up here. I don't know.
Oh, that's
you
weird.
know what?
It
You don't have
smells
to if you don't want to.
Smells really clean. There's like no grime or fungus or anything. Are you sure it's a burrow to sleep in?
Maybe we didn't say the right thing.
It's okay.
I don't really want to talk to any more people today.
Yeah. Yeah, and I really need to sleep. That was a tall glass. Kind of wobble.
There's kind of space under it.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's how you do it.
Yeah, that's probably it. Probably.
Just like make a thing to sleep on out of my backpack and stuff and curl up under the bed.
Jacob's in a hammock.
Basically, this party can't sleep right.
I don't think any of us are, no.
All right. Morning comes and they're still pretty crisp because we're getting ready for that transition between winter and spring, which is when the pilgrimage of sowing will happen. So you guys all wake up and come to the outskirts of town, and this is a group of about 40 townsfolk. Which is pretty large.
Oh boy. So that's a lot of them.
Yeah, and they're really tall.
Yep.
They'll probably travel real quickly. With yeah.
Are any of them taller than Elliot?
How tall is Elliot?
Like 7, 8.
Probably not, no. There's a variety of folks. It was this one. Oh, I already had everyone except for Aaron's. I forgot. Okay. But yeah, there's a variety of folks who are there. Mostly human, mostly mostly farmers. And with the exception of like one really nice carriage that definitely has like a couple of servants and someone who's definitely not with everybody else, but very prepared to go out on a road and travel. Whereas everyone else, there's a few like pack mules and stuff here and there, but that's the only carriage that's prepared to leave on this trip. And we'll start with looking at Elliot and Ara, since the two of you are the ones who are technically leading this expedition.
Mm-hmm. I imagine Elliot is probably at the front of the group. Aura is above and behind the group slightly, watching out for stragglers and keeping them all moving as close a group as we can.
You guys would have gotten a notification that one more person accepted the notice that you had up on the board.
Twice as many people as we were expecting. One more person. This is. I like our math. This is genuinely. I think we're over prepared, honestly, at this point.
What do you want us to do?
Yeah, as you are nominally in charge, what are our roles?
What he said.
Well,
I-
yes, go for it.
your roles here are to keep everyone moving together. With a group this large, I don't imagine any of the creatures of the forest will come near. But you keep a sharp eye out. Raise a call out to everyone else if you see anything threatening coming through. I'll be up in the sky, fluttering around, and hopefully keeping things at bay. I can speak to some of the local creatures, some of the more magical ones, anyway.
Well, if being on the lookout is at a premium, then do you think they'd mind if I rode on top of that carriage over there? Nice little vantage points.
Someone as charming as you might be able to get them to say yes. Extra security, or personalized security, perhaps. Those are some of the well-to-do folks in town, and they don't always like people infringing on their areas.
Oh, won't even know I'm there.
That also works. Elliot, did you have anything else for the group?
No, I mean, as long as you're keeping an eye out on the sides, we'll keep an eye for the front and the back, and
Also, remember that there are threats that could be not magical creatures. There's some, the map with the big circle. Like there's the other the cult could be doing something. People also could be problems.
do the cult have a pattern or something that they typically do when they encounter wayside? Do they have any tricks that you've heard of them pulling before, or are they just kind of random acts of violence that all have the same signature at the end?
I think Roz is just gonna look past Elliot as he relives some of the memories he told out of the cultist.
1,000-yard stare.
Of
Like
just
any horrific thing, Elliot's just like asking every question. Like there's no gap in silence.
they drink the blood.
They drink the blood. Whose blood? The
Yes. The circle and sacrifice and cut and drink.
What we'd really,
I mean, who
Really?
among us hasn't drank a little blood?
Me? Definitely haven't drunk blood.
Oh, it's not that weird.
They really.
Elliot kind of nods in your direction, Tim, of just kind of being like, yeah, that's not normal. That's not weird at all.
I guess it's bad when the cult kills you to do it, though.
And that is the problem. Yeah.
I suppose old Stephen drank blood, but he was stranded on an island, and the only thing to drink was seagull blood.
Is there anything else I might know about typical cult procedure?
Mostly that like people go missing, and that the people who anyone who's looking for the missing people tends to have a hard time trying to find the tracks.
That.
Well, what would really help us is somebody who's proficient, an expert in wandering, just so we know, how to prevent the rest of our group from wandering away.
There's a lot of people. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a lot of people for 5 people to watch. It's
true.
gonna be tricky.
I say
Well,
one
we each
watcher
watch
per
4.
8 potential victims.
Did anyone respond to the notice that you left?
We got word that one did. Scanning the top, I don't see anyone yet.
So I am off charming the servants to let me ride on the roof.
At some point, you see somebody loading some extra stuff into a cart and goes to throw a bag in there, and like the bag turns and like attached to the bag, more like attached to the bag than the other way around.
You can just see little feet underneath.
Yeah. Is somebody, and she's like, I don't know. This is where they told me to come.
Who told you?
What was the lady's name again?
Miriam.
Miriam. I got a. He waves.
Oh, you want to talk to Elliot and Aura, the tall one and the flying one. They're in charge. I'm Roz, by the way.
Okay. He goes. I introduce myself. I did have a name written down, but then I couldn't access my sheet anymore.
A Nemospora, perhaps?
Yeah. Gotta write that down over here somewhere.
Said Nemo?
I've written it at the top.
Animos.
Animos. Animos.
Yes, I'm told it's some sort of joke.
I don't.
Well, the language I'm not sure I understand, but one of these older dialects, meaning seeds scattered on the wind or something like that.
I mean, I don't really see how that's funny, but okay. Do you not like your name?
Oh no, I'm just saying that I believe it was supposed to be some sort of joke. I figure if I keep telling people that, somebody might understand it, and then maybe I will.
I don't think my name is a joke.
See,
But I don't know.
joke names tend to be a bit more obvious. We had a fella who lost an arm to a shark, so he became known as Lefty. That's a joke.
Yes, that's certainly more straightforward.
That's Jacob.
So you're saying the only arm he had was
The right one, yeah.
Oh,
That's Scrag.
only the right one was left.
Yeah.
That's all one is Elliot.
Hi there. Are you the final recruit?
That would be me.
Oh, well, that's very convenient that you showed up right on time where we need.
Well, I've just been over there. Nobody was telling me anything to do, so I.
Ah, yes. You know, we're just getting, and it's kind of like so what you see is just an extremely tall, humanoid-looking individual who's got very long blonde hair, sort of but as you get closer and sort of get closer, you can see his features are a little bit more pointed than you'd normally expect, and his eyes have more of a dragon sort of. If you've seen a dragon's eyes, they're dragon eyes. And his teeth are a little bit sharper, and that's dressed in sort of hash badge of different clothing items that are different value from different places. He's got a bow and arrows, and part of his character growth is he's got arm wraps around both arms because at one point he didn't have those and he got cold in the tunnel. Just wrap up the elbow to keep warm. But welcome to the group. We've just been deciding roles. We've got a lot more people than we were expecting, but luckily we've got you. So you're gonna double the workload. We're gonna have you take on quite a bit of responsibility right off the bat. Our biggest concern is people wandering off. Do you have any experience in wandering?
Well, I certainly wander quite a bit, but I'm more of the wandering off one.
Don't.
Yeah, we want to avoid that. So,
For your safety.
You're
please.
supposed to wander on this time.
yeah.
So how's the old saying go? Not all who wander are lost. I might want to pick your brain later. See where you've wandered.
Oh,
Are you
just about.
are you good with maps?
I don't know how I would know that.
You have. Oh,
It's all a feeling, I guess.
It's more than a feeling.
I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean, mechanically, I'm more of like the.
You got instincts, so I'd say like you probably can read a map. You might not be like the most amazing person at reading a map, but you can kind of follow along.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is Bertie, and he kind of takes like a chipmunk and he kind of like offers him over to you. Bertie knows the route, and he'll kind of help transcribe where we're going onto your map as well, and kind of give you a copy of the route and just kind of give you a quick. This is the way that we're heading. Also, something to keep in mind, this circle that's newly added is where a death cult might be operating. So if you have any experience in cults, that would also be appreciated to kind of bring to the table early. But don't feel pressured. It's your first day, first 5 minutes. Like, you get very much the way he's talking, like a camp counselor. Not that you know what that sounds like.
So by experience with cults, which side are you wanting information from?
Well, all sides are welcome. Elliot says.
Well, just let me know. I've wandered with both groups.
Well, so as a group, or what information do you think would be most beneficial for a caravan that's moving through a territory that might be somewhat dangerous in that regard? For ours, what could we do to improve our own odds of safety and success?
Do you know what sort of cult we're dealing with?
He just kind of looks like it's a long turn toward, and it's just like, I believe a traumatizing one.
They grab people and then they sneak off with them and then they cut them up and drink their blood, I think.
Yeah, so
And I don't know why.
that category.
Ah, I see.
Less of a pyramid scheme, from what I've been told.
the more work they do, the more they get to earn the chance to drink the blood for the glory of the one whose name they don't know yet.
Oh, I guess it still is a pyramid scheme. Elliot pivots.
It's a pyramid scheme that involves drinking a lot of blood, I think.
So maybe if you recruit people to bring you blood, and they recruit people to bring them blood, and the blood keeps going up.
Elliot starts drawing cups on the ground into a pyramid shape. You have one set of cups and another set.
I took this symbol off of a dead one, and it's a theta nigrum, basically just a theta symbol, just like the Greek letter. Circle with a line through it.
I can't say I recognize it, but maybe our new friend?
I can give it a go.
Sure.
What am I rolling here?
2d12.
Let's see. Well, while you do that, listen up, paychecks.
Yeah. You can do a knowledge roll.
Okay.
This is not anywhere near common knowledge, so it's probably something like, to get more than what you've already been told, is probably something in the realm of like a DC 20 check.
Okay.
I
And roll 2d12 and add them together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make
And
sure
it
you.
matters which one. So one die is your hope, one die is your fear.
Okay.
make sure
That's
you know
easy
which one
enough.
is which one of those is which. Can I assist? Can I spend a hope and add a d6 to his roll? Because I'm the one providing the information so far, or is that no bueno?
No, it's fine.
I spend a hope. So add a d6 to your roll, please.
Okay. 8, 4, 6. What does that come to? 18.
Do you have anything in your instincts?
I've got 1, so that'd be
Instinct knowledge.
19.
So, oh, sorry, not instinct knowledge. You're right.
I've got -1, so that'd be 17.
17. Okay.
But which d12 was bigger? Was it hope or fear?
The fear one.
Okay. So you have provided a resource to Crystal,
Yeah.
and yeah, a failure with fear is probably not a good thing.
It fits.
That, I mean, they sound dangerous. You've never heard him before, so it's probably not that big of a group. That's about where you're at with that.
Okay.
You can surmise from like what they're talking about that it's some kind of death cult. And there's a variety of things that can happen that like have to do with blood. So it can be a like we are and or want to be vampires. It can be we are trying to like partake in the like power of the individuals that we've killed. It can be we're trying to honor some kind of like hellish entity. And there's a number of things that come to mind as to like why someone might do that, but you don't really have a direction as to like what's going on.
Certainly a fascinating perspective.
Roz is just gonna kind of back up a bit so Scrag is between him and Animus.
I think at this point also a very Miles, would you roll a luck check for me and choose low or high?
Ooh.
Sure. I will choose high. I will roll it in the whatchamacallit. The group chat. 1d20. I have picked high. Nope.
Okay. So it's just a person, a guard comes by. Definitely like a private hire guard. His gear's a little bit better than, her gear's a little bit better than what you might averagely see. But isn't someone that you've seen around before in the few days or week or so that you've been in town. Excuse me, when are we getting on the road? Lord Ashmere is prepared for the journey, and it seems as if everyone is here.
I just point at the road. I mean, you're on it already. What do you mean?
When
I'll hang my head off the back of the carriage.
and
I think he's got a point.
What exactly are you doing up there?
Keep him watch.
You're gonna say, hey, there's a scary thing, if any scary things are there.
Exactly. I'm not as gifted as Elliot, nor as airborne as aura, so finding a happy medium.
I'll keep an eye on this side.
Roselle here, he watches from below.
I was gonna go to the west. If that's north, or the
I-
south.
I don't care about your own patterns of watch, but we should be moving. And she looked pointedly at the two people who are supposed to be
Okay.
leading the caravan.
Like,
Who's everyone
okay,
actually ready to
okay.
move?
I shrug and I start dancing. Like this.
Laura's gonna try and do a probably passable imitation of the dance that you're doing while like flying in midair. Yes, with that, everything is preparations are set. Let us get on the road.
Ah, lovely. I will turn to the milling group of pilgrims. All right, paychecks. Follow the wagon. Don't wander off the road.
Remember your wagon buddy, everybody. We'll do wagon buddy checks every 45 minutes.
If you
Hold your
can't
buddy's
see,
hand above your head once I'm called.
I'll point to Elliot. If you can't see him, you're wrong.
As you're saying, hold your wagon buddy's hands above your head. There's like a singular like older couple that like grabs each other's hands and like put their hands in the air.
How'd it go? You'll be just
Exactly
fine.
like them. Like the Wilsons. Always be like the Wilsons. Nothing bad's ever happened to the Wilsons. Not a day in their lives. This is their last pilgrimage. We're gonna make sure it's a good one.
I hope not, Sonny. I've been going on this pilgrimage longer than you've been alive.
Of course, Miss Wilson.
Judging by the state of you, that's not much of a feat.
And you guys commence into the forest. I'll say the first because it's a probably like a 3-4 day journey to get to the great tree. And the first couple days kind of go by without incident. What is a minor inconvenience that you guys deal with along the road?
Oh, there's no way that carriage is rated for travel in a forest. Like, there's going to be something in the way, some axle that need like, an axle's going to, some Oregon Trail shit's going to happen to this carriage. Either there'll be a tree falling across the path, or there'll be a broken axle or a bad wheel. Something's going on with that carriage.
Say, just as long as they don't die of dysentery. I hate that smell.
It's best,
all right.
best not
So
to be rude to Terry.
We will zoom in on the second day of your travel. And there is a massive tree that's fallen over into the road. It would take hours to clear it out of the way. And like the Fallen Stars will come by and do that at some point because they maintain these roads, but Ara and Elliot, that you were told they're pretty busy with a lot of their own things right now that's been going on. So the group comes to a stop. It wouldn't be that difficult to walk around the large tree, but that carriage isn't fitting where you'd need to walk. Some of the carts, most all of the carts could, all of the donkeys could, all the people could, but that carriage, not so much.
Seems sacrifices will need to be made.
I say, from my position on the roof, on the stolen cushions from inside, Well, this is not going to be. This is rather ruining my mood. Who's gonna break it to them's inside?
So, how big is this tree?
Fairly large. I'm trying to think of like what act my brain is not sizing well. Something that would take like a team of people a couple of hours to move.
So, I understand the American aversion to like the metric system. Is it a dolphin thick, or is it more of a like sea lion thick?
I'll rephrase. I, as a person, do not have experience with logging and moving trees off of roads. I don't know what level of tree it would need to be.
It is appropriately
That is
thick to be.
appropriately thick to be that amount of work.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Like it's not.
It's
Red
Volkswagen Beetle thick.
So if
That's what I'm picking up. Yeah.
so if everyone worked together, it would take a couple hours, I guess.
So if Scrag
that
works on
if
its
everyone
own,
had the right
it'll
tools.
take a morning.
I mean, is it possible? Because there sounds like there's a way around it. Just that way is too thin or wagon. Is there like an alternate path that is like? Can we look for a way off the road that would eventually rejoin the road that a wagon might be able to?
Say,
We find
if
like
I'm-
enough space between trees around us.
If I'm understanding correctly, the wagons are fine. It's just the carriage.
The carriage. Sorry, I misspoke when I said wagon. I meant carriage.
The carriage that's
Okay.
a problem.
So I'm asking, can we solve this problem by backing up, taking an alternate route around the fallen tree, or is this we need to deal with the tree?
This is the problem that you told me happened.
I know. I know. I'm presenting a possible solution, which is re-navigating. But I don't know if that is a thing that could work.
It's the same kind of thing. It would be a delay.
Mhm.
Both removing the tree or navigating around it would be a delay that would make you late to festivities.
Is there any indication of what caused the tree to fall? Like, does it look like it was chopped down with axes,
Go
or
ahead and do an investigation or investigation of nature for me.
Can I assist with that? Just I've seen trees before.
That'd be
So I believe assisting costs a hope and gives them a d6. Is that?
yes.
Yes,
That is correct.
I'll spend one of my hope.
so? I thought I failed that, and then I realized 2 1s still counts as a crit.
This is
Yeah.
true.
Ah,
Ay.
no matter.
We know. So we know how and why the tree has fallen. Does that help us move the tree?
It seems like it's a tree that was that is funny. It is a tree that was kind of it was an insidious kind of rot that's not visible from the outside, which is why the rangers wouldn't have taken care of this tree beforehand to like, continue to have a healthy forest. So it was mostly like natural causes
It's
of the tree
diseased.
dying. It's diseased. You see like there's some kind of animal that was going through and like trying to get the fur off of its horns or something like that, and that's what made it tip.
So either a strong wind could have done it, but in this case it was an animal, and there's a disease in the tree, and that needs to be dealt with later.
Yeah.
Or we'll make a note to actually like take out a notebook and write a note to inform the rangers about the location of this diseased tree.
Especially knowing it's in the area, they would know how to check to make sure that all the surrounding trees are okay and all that kind of stuff.
How many hours are we into this trip?
2 days.
2 days. Yeah.
2 days. Okay. I will take on the unfortunate job of informing the nobles.
He is not in armor, but this is the general look of the man in the carriage.
Mm.
Mm.
Got-
Blonde with thin mustache.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly
Let's
a
little
French.
goatee.
Did he close the carriage door?
Oh no.
I will tap on the window as I see Elliot walking up.
The same guard is the one who answers. Lord Ashmere doesn't even deign to talk to you guys. His guard answers the door. Yes. What seems to be the problem? And looks over.
This mess will take several hours to clear. The delay of that nature will keep us from getting to our destination on time. Your master and however much of his household is with you would be better off finishing this journey on foot. And he'll just rip the band-aid off.
There will be a moment, and she'll turn back into the carriage and hear.
I suppose I will attempt to say it with some charm, if you'll let me roll for that.
Sure.
But there's Aura is being very blunt here.
Okay, she is not particularly she's a very straight-laced person who definitely, Lord Ashmere is not from Goldcrest. He was someone who was sent in from the capital to take the spot. He may not particularly want to be here. And she also seems like she doesn't really want to be here. She had to leave some people to keep her job.
I'm 17 sure.
Okay.
With hope or fear?
Hope.
Okay.
If you have a hope slot, you can put it in, but
I do
you're
not.
still full. So, I understand the nature of this. Let me see what the Lord wishes. And she'll kind of turn in. You hear a hushed conversation that then has some angry shouts in there about, I can't believe it, and what about all of our things, and yada yada yada. And the guard suggests, well, we could send the carriage back to through things to make sure that they remain safe, and I can.
Thank you.
And I can assist you the rest of the way. And then out comes this man in his fairly fancy garb. I'd say they probably had an extra horse on the carriage to make sure that make sure the horses didn't get tired on this longer journey and all that kind of stuff. So they unhitch one of the horses and fill a saddlebag with things for the Lord. And you only lose a little bit of time. And he comes around and is very snobbish, does not talk to anyone else at all. He is probably on horseback now. So the horse is carrying him and a pack full of things. And then his guard also has a pack full of things on her. As you guys continue on. Go ahead.
Question.
Yes.
As we are whenever we come to a stop for the night, can I spend the time checking through the camp as a weasel, just to make sure everybody's who they say they are and nobody's plotting blood sport?
Yeah.
I imagine as you're doing that, Aura will notice you, and at some point, just kind of sidle up to you. I'm beginning, explaining the identities of everybody I recognize, which is probably all the common folk.
Yep.
and very little else.
And this is pretty much all comic book except for Lord Ashmere. They decided it was a big enough year that one of the lords needed to go with, and him being the new lord drew the short straw.
You know, even your best friends can be evil.
Mhm.
I like to just kind of check everybody anyway.
Yeah.
Just doing a bit of eavesdropping.
I think that
Sneaking
would
around.
be, yeah, that'd be an instinct roll.
Ooh.
Do I add advantage of any kind?
Well,
Send hope.
doing it as a weasel does give me advantage on locating and sneaking, so I don't know if either of those would apply.
I'll let you roll 2d6.
Oh, I didn't know you
Oh.
could stack.
Because
I didn't know you could do both.
You can now.
you can in this instance.
God is merciful. 9, 10, 16, 18 with hope.
Ooh.
Okay. Go ahead and add that hope if you have that slot available.
Ye boy.
Um,
Because I helped. I had a spare slot to put hope into.
Yay.
so I'm gonna say, in all of your going around, a lot of people are very excited about going to the, doing the pilgrimage of sewing, and they're excited about the. There's some ceremony, but also some celebration that happens once you get to the temple, and then they're also talking about how there's going to be a fair when they get back to town. So it's this kind of almost like 2-week long experience of preparing for going into a season that is a lot of work for them. So it's kind of the last of their time to really be able to like chat and talk with people, and a lot of people are going back and forth. You probably wind up catching on to like a romance that's blooming between a few people, and you catch on to a lot of kind of everyday things. Farmers talking about like, oh well, I used this crop on this field last year. Which one do you think would be the next one for me to use in that field this coming year to make sure that I'm not using up the same nutrients and can use the waste from the past year's crops? And all of those kinds of things are being discussed. No one seems to be nefarious in any way, other than maybe a couple of people who are trying to figure out how to like move borders between fields so that they have more.
Land disputes. I think it is unusually positive of a sensation for Roz to be able to listen to other people talk. Like as a society, like everybody here's talking with the meat holes. That's like he's still a terrified little fellow, but you know, it's kind of nice.
Yeah. How is it that you guys deal with the evenings? As far as like, does anyone stay up? Does everyone go to sleep? Do you sleep in shifts? How is it that you guys deal with all that?
Well, I think we would sleep, do shifts, kind of watches.
Okay.
How many watches do you want to do?
So prior to people going to sleep, Jacob will break out his set of pipes to play music, because why not?
Okay. Your presence is decent. There's a lot of the farmers like you at this point in the trip, because it's a celebratory time. Having someone who's a musician along is like makes it feel more celebratory. A couple people join you on some of the nights, and there has to be a little bit of like, well, do you know this song? I don't know that song. Do you know this song? All that kind of back and forth.
I do know that song, but we call it this.
Yeah. All of those kinds of things that happen. We're going to get to about halfway through the trip. So it's the third evening. Third evening of the trip. Who would be up at the beginning of the evening?
I don't know.
Probably me. If I'm starting the evening, with entertaining people, then
I kind of picture
Probably.
Aura as trying to get to sleep earlier, in part because they've been flying around all day, and that's
Mhm.
probably vaguely tiring. In part because
Yeah.
they've needed a lot of time in the morning to get going.
Mm-hmm.
Roz is
go on, please.
Roz is probably weaseling around in first watch of the night.
Yeah. By contrast, mid-watch sucks. Last watch involves waking up early. The weaselly monkey will in fact stay up late.
All right. Would one of the two of you roll a die 6 for me?
Oh,
Sure,
you monkey
I
man.
got you. I got you. Die 6.
How many dozens of bears are attacking?
2.
A 2.
2 dozen bear.
Okay. So let's go ahead and move everyone else over. We're probably going to cliffhanger this because it's already almost 9, 10 o'clock for a lot of people.
2 dozen bears.
So we're fine. So you guys are set up for the evening in this area. Kind of got the campfire and you've got your tents. There is like this small cave over here, and Lord Ashmere claimed it as his own, so that he was away from the common folk. So he's in that cave with his guard, and then all of these people are kind of off in the tents. I only have 4 tokens, even though there's 5 tents. But
Having read The Hobbit, can I check the cave for
Oh my lad!
a back exit?
sure. And you can go ahead and use one or both of your navigation things there.
Cool. Okay. Can I use my experience as a survivalist? Just not trust caves, especially since my backstory of my session 0.
Yeah. Go ahead and spend that hope to add your +2.
So if I might be interjecting here, Scrag, you know caves, right?
Yeah.
Do you think you could help Lofty over there?
Yeah. Sure.
If you want to spend that hope, he'll get the extra
Caves
dice
are
set.
the best. Yeah, I'll spend the hope. I love caves.
Yeah, I feel like Lord Ashmere convincing Scrag that the cave is not for goblins is not a conversation that's going to go well.
All right, I'm gonna use just because the odds get lower that I'll remember to use the ability the next day. I'm gonna use it all at this moment.
Okay.
Okay, so here goes.
I want
everything.
it all. I want it all.
All right. All right. Hope won out. Luckily.
Okay.
Let's see.
So you got a die 6 from Tim's help.
Die 6 from Tim's help.
Yay.
And then I got 2 die 6 from the animals. And like what that looks like, it's like a bat like kind of flies out of the cave, and like we kind of have a discussion, like talking about the neighborhood. And so, and would I get? I would be using my instinct as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so 33 with hope.
Okay. With that kind of roll, talking with the bats, all
I
of
want to
them
know
different
this
things.
cave's backstory.
This cave, there's. I'm not trying to think of how would this. there's a secret passage in this cave that can make your trip faster.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Oh yeah, you hear how that wind is whistling? There's a way through here.
Is there?
And
And that's so like he says that, and then like the bats have been telling me this whole history of the cave, none of it relevant, and then I'm just like, oh, is there a way through after like that? And they're like, oh yeah, totally. Like you just moved that one little rock, like, but they never would have brought it up if.
You see, when Alexander Battleton was born,
My mother was born right in this corner. I was born over here.
my grandmother was from a different cave entirely.
We don't talk about them.
But yeah, it would cut some time off of your travel time. And you're like, well, maybe if it's something that only the animals know about, maybe the cultists wouldn't find it. It could cut off some of your time in the danger zone. It would be really great all around. Good times place. Okay.
I kept waiting for the butt.
Yeah.
Giant fucking
There's hope. There's no but.
Hey,
That might come later. Down,
But
down in Goblin
if we
Town.
do that,
Oh,
you'll have to go in a cave.
Hey, some of us love caves. Caves are good.
always had to be cave.
As people kind of settle down for the night, you rolled. It was a 1 or a 2. So, a 2. In the latter half of your time, Roz, you hear some chuckling in the back of your head.
Ooh.
Don't like that. Don't like that. Very unsettled weasel.
And that gets you to listen more and look. And you see off in the distance some light. I can do this.
Some
appreciate
light.
Some very, very faint light.
Pretty quick.
It's been a second.
Yep.
Oh. Do I see this menacing purple magic man?
You see the purple. You see like hints of purple.
He's just
Right.
standing there, menacingly.
And at each of these points that you see
Oh.
appearing,
Oh.
there is a little bit of purple light.
Oh.
This is a known rest stop along this route.
Oh. Can I?
As
the
more
smart-
light
Oh.
continues to appear.
Yeah.
So the smart
Are you-
thing.
Are you able to talk when you're a weasel?
Yes, I can. The smart thing to do would be to alert the other person awake. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to run
Okay.
directly for Scrag.
Okay.
And I'm going to wake Scrag up. I'm going to bite his giant goblin ear if I have to. I'm going to wake Scrag up
Ow.
as quickly as possible. Go!
What? I'm
go,
awake.
Go! Go!
I'm
go,
awake.
Go!
Oh,
Go!
Oh,
Weasel
hey.
sounds. Go! Go!
hey guys.
So
There's
that
bad
happens.
guys.
you start to wake everyone up. As that happens, the laughter in your head comes louder and louder. And then all of those sources of light coalesce in the middle of your camp as one final creature appears, made to be dripping and moving with the fluidity
Oh,
of blood.
cool, 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 cool,
And that's all we're in for this week.
cool, 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 cool. Well, it was nice knowing you all.
Quite.
Sure this will end well.
Oh, yeah, lucky one.
Oh yeah, no. Well, that can't be good.
Level 1.
Level 1.
I will let you guys know, the larger ones aren't like massive people, it's groups of people.
Swarms of
That makes sense.
folk. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of figured, but thanks for the info.
Yeah. Otherwise, why are we escorting these 4 giants?
Yes.
It's a bad time to be a weasel.
For the villagers, each of those is 10 people. But
Okay.
that is it is not the same for the cultists.
No, there's more of them.
Yeah, that's 15.
It's a swarm of 1 foot tall cultists.
Thousands.
No.
Hey, that might become true now.
Well, I'm glad that my trauma is going to kill everyone. That's good. It's good.
That's ideal. That's how this
Yeah,
is supposed to go.
This is how I asked for it to go. So this is bravo. Well done.
Thank you. I do my best to incorporate things if you give them to me.
Not if I kill everyone first.
That's why we wake you up first.
Because I'm a winner.
Yeah. Theoretically, in 2 weeks, we'll deal with this cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Next week, back to Fey Incursion.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
Sounds good. Good Daggerhearting. We're doing a new thing.
We're rolling different shapes.
Hell yeah.
Inconceivable.
Oh.
Since we have rolled the different shapes, and
Yeah.
we have been ambushed badly, and it's my dice's fault. Good night, all.
Yeah,
Have
so
a good
we'll be back on Tuesday with Palamustus probably. And Wednesday we're starting my new campaign, The Unholy War. Should be cool. And some of the people in this game are in that game, so see you then. But anyway, as we wind down the stream, we hope you had fun. We hope you're able to laugh, even if it was at our expense. We hope that if anything's weighing on you, it feels a little lighter after hanging out online with friends. And until next time, bye!